Good morning. Hi, this is Sandy Thorpe, and this is GumbyYoga, video number 30. So let's start with some stretches. Let's bring your shoulders up and around, and inhale up and around, and a little twist. Put your right hand on your left knee and twist around in the back. Back the other way, other hand on the other knee. Back to center. Let's walk the hands out in front just to open up the hips. Slide up. Bring the hands behind you. Let's press the knees down, push the hips up. Roll the shoulders back. Stretch out the quads. And then release. Let's change the leg positions. Reach forward again. Walk the hands out in front. Slide up, bring the hands behind you. Let's have the fingers go in the opposite direction. And again, press the knees down, push the hips up. And let's release, bring the hips down. Let's bring the legs out in front and inhale all the way up. Exhale, forward. Slide up. Let's bring the legs out to the sides. We're going to be going into Visvamitrasana later, so we want to get a little bit of preparation for that. Let's inhale up and exhale forward. Slide up. Let's bring your left foot in. Sweep the arms up and come up over towards your right foot. And then once you're there, we're going to really try and open up the chest. Try and get that left arm behind the ear. Really open up. And release. And let's switch legs. Inhale up. Exhale off towards your left foot. And again, we're going to want to try and open up the chest. Get that arm behind your ear. Big stretch. And inhale back up. Let's release. Let's bring it to all fours. And round the back all the way up. Release. Arch the back the other way. Back to neutral. And let's tuck the toes. Pull the hips up and back. Into downward facing dog. Push back. Big stretch for the hamstrings. And let's come forward into plank. And we're down to chaturanga. Up into up dog. Flip the toes. Back into down dog. And let's hop or walk into standing forward fold. And just walk your hands off to your right foot. Stretch out the right hamstring. Back to center. Back to your left. Inhale up to a flat back. Exhale down. Let's step back into downward facing dog. And from down dog, let's pull forward into plank. Down to chaturanga. Up into up dog, flip the toes, back into down dog. And let's raise the right leg up. Big stretch here. Bring the right knee forward, bring it over towards your left tricep and send it back. And again, right knee to your left tricep, extend the leg off the mat to your left, and then release your left arm up, coming into the fallen star pose. Now from here, if you want to try and go into Visvamitrasana, try raising the right foot. Try reaching over, finding that foot, and then bringing the leg to the front. And just like we were doing earlier, sitting down, try and open up the chest, get the arm over the ear, and release, send it back into down dog. Come forward into plank, lower down to chaturanga, up into up dog, and flip the toes back into down dog. Let's try the other side. Left leg comes up. Left knee to your nose, send it back. And knee comes forward again, bring it over to your right tricep. Extend the leg off the mat, release. Get a great big stretch into fallen star pose. Raise the foot, find the toe, sweep the leg to the front, and again, see if you can get the arm over your ear. Release, send it back. Come forward into plank, down to chaturanga, up into up dog, flip the toes, back into down dog. And let's come forward into plank again. Left hand comes to the center, release the right arm up into side plank, Visvamitrasana. Options from here, maybe raise the leg. And then arm comes down, bring that right foot all the way forward into a lunge. Release all the way up into a high lunge. Stretch up the arms. Slight arch to the back. Bring the hands down to heart center. Coming lower and lower. And twist off to your right. See if we can get the elbow over the knee. Sink the hips in a little bit more. Open up the arms. Then maybe bring that arm over behind you. Other hand underneath. Make the connection. And release. Let's step back into downward facing dog. And again, come forward into plank. Over down to chaturanga. Up into up dog. Flip the toes. Back into down dog. And let's try the other side. So back into plank. Right hand comes to the center. Left arm reaches up. Okay, opposite. And then arm comes down, left foot comes forward into a lunge. Release all the way up into a high lunge. Hands down heart center. Coming lower, lower. And twist off to your left. Tuck the elbow, settle the hips in, open up the arms. And again, maybe that arm comes over behind you. Feet up, the other hand. Let's release, both hands down. Step back into downward facing dog. And come forward into plank, going through our vinyasa. Lower down to chaturanga, up into up dog. Flip the toes, back into downward facing dog. And let's raise the right leg up. Bring the right foot forward, place it in between your hands. Left foot plants, flat on the ground. Coming up into our Visvamitrasana Eka, Warrior 1. From here, inhale up. Exhale, Warrior 2. Let's reach forward. Flip the right palm up, left hand down the back of the leg into Peaceful Warrior. Inhale up. Back into Warrior 2. Reach forward again. Straighten out the right leg. Slide the hand down, coming into triangle. From here, you might want to try a revolve triangle. So we're going to hinge right from the waist. Arms are going to come up. Other hand down. Big twist. Revolve back. Shift your weight to your right foot. Right hand reaches out. Find the floor, mat, block, whatever. And let's release down into standing forward fold. Inhale up to a flat back. Exhale down. Let's hop or walk back into plank. Lower down to chaturanga, up into up dog. Flip the toes, back into down dog. And from down dog, let's raise the left leg up. The left foot comes forward in between your hands. Right foot plants flat on the ground. And into Warrior 1. Inhale up, exhale into Warrior 2. Reach forward. Back into Reverse Warrior or Peaceful Warrior. Nice stretch to your left oblique here. Inhale up, back into Warrior 2. Reach forward, straighten out the left leg. Coming back into our triangle, Trikonasana. And again, maybe you want to try a revolve triangle. So we're just going to windmill the arms. Right hand down, left arm way up. Windmill back. Shift your weight to your left foot. Left hand reaches out. Find the mat. And then release down into standing forward fold. Stretch out in nostrils. Inhale up to a flat back. Exhale down. Let's hop or walk back into plank. Lower down to chaturanga. Big down dog. Flip the toes. Back to downward facing dog. And from here, let's raise the right leg up. Bring the right foot forward. Place it in between your hands. Left foot plants, flat on the ground. Up into warrior one. And from here, shift your weight to your right foot. And your left leg is just going to float up behind you into warrior three. From here, we're going to just ease into a dancer pose. So your right palm is going to flip up. Your left hand is going to reach back and stretch out that leg as much as you can. Maybe coming up and up. And let's let the right hand come down and bring it right into diving dancer. Let's release, come back up, all the way up, release the foot. Shift your weight to your left foot, and let's bring the right foot up into tree, Vrikshasana. So we're stretching all the way up. And options, we'll just bring it into an easy big toe hold. Left hand to the left hip, right hand to the right big toe. Straighten up the back, roll the shoulders back. Stretch out the leg. Let's release that foot. We're just going to step right back into warrior one. Sweep the arms all the way down and step right back into downward facing dog. Come forward into plank, lower down to chaturanga, up into up dog, hook the toes, back into down dog, and this time the left leg is going to reach up. Left foot comes forward, in between your hands, release up and into warrior one, stretching up. And from here, shift your weight to your left foot. So right leg is going to float up behind you. Left palm flips up. Right hand reaches back, finds the foot. Coming up, again into the dancer pose, Mermaid. And again, maybe coming down into a diving dancer. Let's release, coming back up. All the way up. Foot down, shift your weight to your right foot. And left foot is going to come up into tree. Stretching up through the spine. And to go into big toe hold, right hand comes to the right hip. Left hand is going to find the big toe. Straighten up the back. Stretch out the leg. And there we go. Let's release. Let's bring it to the front of your mat. Let's inhale all the way up. Pull up, swan dive out, exhale down, inhale up to a flat back, exhale down. Let's step back into downward facing dog. And again, going through our vinyasa, coming forward into plank, over down to chaturanga, up into up dog. Let's drop the knees, push back into downward facing dog. Into from child's pose, let's tuck the toes, come back into down dog, and let's raise the right leg up. Bring the right foot forward, placing it between your hands. Left foot is going to slide back, coming into a lunge. And bring your right hand underneath into the outside. We're going to drop down. And we're going to push forward. We're going to start to walk the right foot out. Bring the back foot in, right foot out. In. Left hand maybe turns off to the left side. And then just release that leg off to the front. And here we go. into Eka Pada Koundinyasana II. Release back into downward facing dog. And let's raise the left leg up. Left foot comes forward. Drop the hips. Left hand underneath and to the outside. Drop the hips again. And we're going to start to walk the left foot out, back foot in, left foot out, back foot in. Right hand may turn so that your elbow is closer to your hip bone. And push forward again. Left leg is going to go off to the front. As we find our right hip bone, we'll bring it down. Let's drop to the knees. Push back into child's pose. And from child's pose, let's tuck the toes, pull the hips up and back into down dog. Let's raise the right leg up. Bring the right knee forward. Coming forward into pigeon, Kapatasana. And we're sitting up, settling in. Option here to go into queen pigeon. So if you have a blanket or a towel, if you want, you can even kind of wedge that underneath your right hip. And then left foot is going to come up behind you. Reach back with your left hand. Find the instep of that foot. And we're going to slowly just kind of ease it in to the crook of your left elbow. Just kind of wiggle it in. Alternatively, you can take the foot with your other hand, wrap it around that way. Bring the top arm up and over. Queen pigeon. And let's release. Coming back into pigeon, let's bring it down into sleeping pigeon. Bring the arms maybe way out in front if you want. Walk back in. Let's tuck the left toe, lift the knee off the ground, send the right foot back into downward facing dog. And let's raise the left leg up. Bring the left knee forward, coming into pigeon on this side. Again, option if you want, you can take your blanket or towel, place it underneath your left hip. Sitting up, settling in, getting as low as you can to the mat. And then right foot is going to come up behind you. Reach back with your right hand. And again, we're just going to slide it in, just kind of wiggle it in into that crook of that right elbow. Left arm comes up and over and make the connection. And there we go, very graceful queen pigeon. A fun thing to try. You'll feel some nice stretches in your right thigh. And let's release. Release the blanket if you're using one. And let's slide onto the hips and bring both legs all the way out to the front. Let's inhale all the way up. Exhale. And let's slide your right foot in. Bring it in the groin. Again, inhale up, exhale forward. Slide up. Reach your right hand behind you and left hand on your left knee. We're just going to press down on your right knee and just sweep all the way to the back. Again, just a big back stretch here. Release, back up, turn back to the front. Take that knee, bring it up, bring your foot over. Pull up through the spine, bring your right hand behind you. Left elbow into the knee and twist around. Release. Release the foot. Again, inhale up, exhale forward into Uttanasana. Seated forward fold, slide up. And left foot is going to come in. And again, inhale up, exhale forward, just for a deeper stretch. Slide up. Bring your left hand behind you. right hand on the knee, and again, just lift up and sweep to the back. And then release the hips down, bring the knee up, bring the foot over, pull it in nice and close, pull up through the spine, and left hand behind you, right elbow. And release, bring both legs out in front, have your feet right up towards the front of your mat, and we're going to do a roll down all the way over and into plow. So let's inhale up, exhale forward. I'm going to stretch here, and then with your hands just above your feet, we're just going to roll down, rounding the back, lower, and lower, and lower. And then finally all the way down, release the hands onto the mat, bring the legs up, and then lift all the way up and over and into plow. Space providing, of course. Maybe release up into shoulder stand. Open up the legs. Stretch out the inner thighs. Release up and back over. Release the hands. Roll back down. Bring the back down to the mat. And lift's coming lower and lower and lower. And lower. All the way down. Let's slide the feet in. And release the back on up. Stretching out the legs. An option is always here to go into back bend or for Dhanurasana. So maybe you roll the shoulders underneath a little more, pull the hips up a little more, walk the feet in a little bit closer. And then we're going to release the hands, bring the arms up towards the sky, hands right over by your ears, and then press up. Release back down onto the shoulders, bring the back onto the ground, bring the knees into your chest, wrap your arms around the knees, and rock from side to side. Let's bring the arms out to both sides, bring the knees off to one side, back to center, off to the other side. Center, stretch the legs up, stretch out the feet, let the arms come back by your sides. Let's lower the legs, coming lower, 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 and lower. And then finally all the way down, releasing the body into your mat, closing your eyes. Taking a great big inhale and then exhale all the way out. Into our final Shavasana, taking a few minutes to release the body, release the breath. And rolling off to your right side into the fetal position. Big inhale, exhale out. And again, big inhale, exhale all the way out. Taking a few moments to yourself, for yourself, rejuvenating yourself so that you can go on and face the rest of your day, whatever it may bring to you. And when you're ready, let's push up into an easy seated position, stretching up through spine, rolling the shoulders up and around. And let's very easily, very gently roll the head around, stretch out the neck. To one side, all the way up to the other side. Always being very gentle with the neck. The neck is so fragile. And back to center. All the way back to center. And coming into a great big breath to complete our practice today. Let's take a great big inhale, come all the way up. And exhale all the way down to heart center. And the light in me honors that light in you. Namaste. Have a wonderful rest of the day. See you soon.
I'll embrace you when I can.